Hi friends, today I'm introducing a useful household equipment called Wonder Mill to powder your grains at home. This is the main part and has a turn on and off button and the knob with the three options: pastry, bread and coarse to powder your grains. And this is the reservoir where you're gonna put your grains for powdering it. And on the side you see a little hole, and this is the second part, the container for your powder. And you see the gray part, that is the one that is connected to the hole on the main part. Make sure the lid is closed completely before you do that. And inside of that lid you see that cylinder shaped part that has to be locked in place before you close it. I use a plastic liner to for the container to collect the powder. It's the ease of use and also prevent the messes getting the powder all over. It helps me to put the powder into the container properly too. And on top of the lid you see a black part. It kind of helps to maintain the pressure and preventing the powder from spreading all over. So this is how it looks after you connected it all together. I use wheat. It's an Azur brand wheat that I order online, and they have multiple pickup places in US, and you go to your nearest place and collect it. I put these in airtight containers for long-term use. And now you turn the knob to whichever options you want. I use bread for my powder. Then you turn it on. Make sure you hold the whole container and the machine, otherwise it moves because of the pressure from turning it on. And always make sure you turn it on before you start to put your grain into it. So I put around 6 to 7 cups of the grain into it and give it time to powder. It goes down slowly. And also you could use different grains like rice, wheat. I use different dals, split peas, different kind of grains you can powder using this. And you see it is going down slowly. It is not a big time consuming process. Just be patient, get some of your time powdering it. And I usually do all my grains at once, like my rice, wheat, everything. I do powder them all at the same time. So I collected them, so one time it's all done. And these powders you can save it for like 3-4 months and it stays fresh in airtight containers. You see that it's almost done now. And also at the end of this powdering, there will be only a few grains left in there. There is more chances it to splatter all around. So the gray lid that you see in the beginning, you can use it to cover. I didn't use it here for you to see what happens at the end of the process, but you can use that here to cover to prevent that splattering. Also, like after you see the last grain go down, like wait like 30 seconds before you turn it off to make sure the whole powder inside all that tube has gone into the container. Here you have your powder ready for storage. So you can either just, if you have that plastic cover, just tie it together, leave it in the same container, close it with your gray lid and cover it, store it. Or I use a different container to put my powder into and cover it. Make sure it's airtight so it won't get spoiled. As I said, I use different grains at the same time to powder. The next one I am gonna use is the red long grain. I'm using the same technique to powder it. Here is the red long grain. The same process, turn it on and then add your grain into it. It's really a useful machine that you could use it at home to have your own powders. It's like uh, you can make sure you have the powder made at home without any other ingredients that you don't want to. Here's the powder from that. And the next one, I am going to do my wheat. You can use this powder for the same use that you buy the powder from the store and use for making whatever your rotis, bread. You can use the same powder just like that. So you can either store it in that same container, cover it with the gray lid, or store it in a different container, whatever is easy for you to do. Also, I make sure I leave it open in the containers for a little bit to kind of get it cooled down, because immediately after powdering it, it's kind of a little warm. So just leave it open to get it cooled down before you cover it with the lid. So here I have all the grains ready to use for the next few months, so I don't have to worry about it next time. If you like my video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.